Rabbi Doron Perez, father of Daniel Perez, a soldier who was kidnapped to Gaza on October 7th. Doron, I have no words to comfort you, but I thank you for being here to share your story. We're now about 100 days into this nightmare. Families like yours have been given the center stage these last 24 hours to share your message. What is your message now that we're 100 days into this?
Thank you for the opportunity. I think so many of us are facing unimaginable situations that literally are. One can't imagine that these are the challenges in life. As we know, over 1,300 people killed, and soldiers and families just on a mass scale that we've never had to face. And of course, over 130 of us facing this impossible situation 100 days in of our loved ones, in this case, our son. And I don't know what to say. It's I think for me, the most redeeming quality of this is that there's so many of us in this together. We really feel the love and embrace of people in Israel and all around the world. There was a tremendous turnout yesterday, and more the turnout at these at the gatherings are a broad swath of Israeli and Jewish society. There was the tefillah at the Kotel last week, and just, I've been many times to the Kotel, but I've never seen such a diverse group of people. Sometimes I've been at the Kotel on Yom Yerushalayim, but it's mainly the religious Zionist world. Other times in Slichot, it's mainly the Sephardi religious world. Other times the Haredi world. But to be at the Kotel at a time of across the board, from every walk of life, from the left and the right, and Haredim and Chilonim and Ashkenazim, Sephardim, Tamanim, and people visiting from Chutz La'aretz is incredible. Last night as well at Hostage Square, more and more we're seeing a diverse group of people. So I don't know what to say other than the fact that we really do feel loved and embraced, and that, nobody would want to, God forbid, be in our situation where you have a child or a loved one in God knows what conditions, and, we hope and pray that they're alive and they're being looked after. So I think the embrace of the Jewish people and the whole of Israeli society is absolutely critical. It was being said by the man who was just, the gentleman who was just speaking, saying, we all have concerns. There's the Philadelphia crossing, and, God forbid, our, children have been already, moved out of Gaza, and who knows, and therefore time is of the essence. But I think the fact that we feel the love of everyone together, and this remains constantly on the burner, in the consciousness of Israeli and Jewish society is absolutely critical. I think for us also, as a parent of a soldier, one of our real concerns is that if soldiers are not part of the next the next deal, which we hope will be soon, our concern is that if they're left to the end, then perhaps there may be pressure from the United States and say, soldiers are the price for doing war. It's not humanitarian anymore. So we're working very, very hard, the whole mateh together, the whole forum together, of all the hostages, along with us as the parents and family members of soldiers, that there should be no distinction anymore going forward. Yes, of course, there are the two Bibas children, Ariel and Kfir, and of course, the woman who were part of the original deal and has been agreed upon that hopefully will get out ASAP. But beyond that, all the men across the board, it should be no distinction between Bein Dam Ladam, between this and that blood. We should all be in this together, which we are, and we feel it that we're together. And most critically is that going forward, this should remain that on the agenda, that no matter what, Israel and the IDF do not leave Gaza until every single one of our hostages are out. And we're campaigning with every diplomat that we can that the United States should support Israel not only in this just war, but to ensure that every single one of our civilians and soldiers are humanitarian, and everyone should come home ASAP, and Israel should not leave until everyone is home.
Doron, on that last point, I understand this is a somewhat cruel question, but some people, many other families of hostages, say that maybe the answer is to accept a ceasefire, any conditions, to get their family back, even as others say, no, prosecute the war to its conclusion. Where do you fall in this ongoing debate?
Yeah, it's an important question. That I feel that at the end of the day, for me, I have confidence in the war cabinet, and in every single meeting that we as hostage parents have had with the war cabinet, I haven't yet heard any dissenting voice which says that. What I have heard is that our country will pay any price to get our soldiers out in terms of swaps, in terms of our civilians. But what I have heard consistently that all of them feel without fail across the board is that it's only the ongoing pressure on Hamas which will bring them to the table. If there was an ability to stop the war and all the hostage would be transferred with no other conditions, then I think that is something that could happen. But the war cabinet does not seem to feel that that is on the table at all, and therefore it's only through ongoing pressure, meaning the feeling that what they've said to us is if we stop the war now and then wait to see if there'll be a hostage deal, we might wait. You've got the Shaul family, Oron Shaul, and the Golden family, which waited almost 10 years when there hasn't been a situation of pressure. You've got also Averu Mengistu and other civilians who have waited for years and years. So I do feel and believe the war cabinet when they say it's only the ongoing pressure that will ultimately bring a deal. And we hope that pressure will elicit a deal, and we hope that'll be ASAP.